Whoa. Would you look at this? Chris Rock, in one of his best performances as a narrator for the 2009 film Good Hair. And what it does is take you through the Atlanta hair show that take place over there where all these people and stuff are going through each other's hair. This is what it was like. And you start seeing where they're actually making perms and wigs, where the hair comes from, how they cut the hair. Everything is done in this film. And they actually have perms for kids, and it destroys the follicles of their hair where they're still developing. Kitty perm. And they were showing how perm could eat through aluminum cans. And you're putting it in your hair as it burns the follicles to make it straight. This film was always one of my favorites by him. And it brought up a very, very endearing fact. How far would you go just for a perm? And the ladies would spend, they even got hair you could put on layaway. Layaway. I was in this movie. You was in this movie, Cephas? And I think his wife probably picked this project for him to do. I think this was a Malika Compton idea. Wow, that's crazy. What part was you at? Because there's a part in here where he's interviewing a guy who got shot in the face. And they was like, which hurt more, the bullet or the perm? You was in the barbershop too? You had on a red hat. Let's see if we can find you in the shop. Oh my God, I just went past you.
Hairdresser is, I've been in the chair for...
Uh-oh, there you go.
For 6 to 8 hours.
There you go, with the red hat. Is that you, Cephas? Look at that, y'all. Cephas right over here. Cephas Stanford is sitting right next to Chris Rock in the Good Hair movie, and he's in the live chat right next to his pop. We got a movie star in the chat. Well, it was at the movie theaters for a minute. Good Hair was at the movie theater in 2009. He said, I was 19. So how did you get in the movie? And that was Pop sitting next to you? Y'all both was going in. Oh, her parents own the shop. Okay. And y'all was in there to get y'all haircut? Or y'all was just there for the movie? Oh, just for the movie? Oh, okay. So what did Chris Rock actually tell you? What do I think about 4K movies? Like movies in 4K? Is that what you're talking about? None. I think they're great. I mean, if I can see everything in 4K, that's perfect. Perfect for me. He's hilarious in person. Well, that's good. You got to meet Chris Rock. Man, you should tell every chick you date. What was that you was wearing? Okay, you had the baggy look going. Cephas keeping it old school, traditional. My man Shorty, he was like, I'm finna look at the camera. They gonna know it's me. So did you know all these other people that's in the movie? Oh, it was just you and Pops.
Black men have to become very, very patient. It's like Jay.
Look at that. Look at the young Cephas, 19. Look at Cephas, 19. Look at him. He was a baby. And now here it is, years later. Almost 10 years later. He is in the live chat talking about his performance in the movie Good Hair. Ain't that something? This is a special day because he didn't know, this was not planned. We didn't know he was even in this film. This film is almost 10 years ago. We decided to make the review to this film because we actually liked this film. It was very educational about the actual contest. I know, it's like 3 in the morning here. So I didn't expect nobody to really be up to anyway. I was like, when people get up in the morning, they can see it. I know. I Think I Love My Wife was a real good movie. I like that movie. And the thing is, I was like, man, when he walked out and didn't hit that chick at the end, I'm like, man, but he was really hitting it in real life. So, way to go, Rock. Look, homeboy jealous. You sitting over there next to Chris Rock. Look how he looking at you. Man, I want to sit over there next to Chris Rock. How he get to sit over there next to Chris? Look, dude was hating on you all the time. Dude straight hating on you. He don't know how you got that seat. Look at Pops like, don't worry. If he jump, I got him. If he make a move, I got him. Don't worry about nothing. I ain't worried, Pop. Man, I got all dressed up in my shirt and tie. He wearing a red cap, some glasses, and some Dickies. It's some bull. I was supposed to be sitting next to Chris. I got up early. I was here 2 hours ahead of time. And they said, Chris might go to sleep. Man, look at these shoes I got on. They too small, but they hurt. I got my nice tie. And you get to sit next to Chris. Oh, well, this guy must be the bodyguard then. Oh, your Pop's on the other side. Oh, okay, I get it. Well, look at that. You a star. You was right next to Rock. Well, Mr. Jizz, we got Cephas in the chat room. He was in the movie Good Hand with Chris Rock. That's him right there in the red cap. And he is in the chat room telling us about his experience on the set. And he just donated $2 in the chat. Ain't that something? Best time of 2009. Have I ever been in a movie? Oh God, I've been on so many like sets and never really got on anything. Gosh, wasn't I in a movie or something? I got cut off. There's so many stuff that we was like right there and got cut out of. This movie called Promotion that was filmed in Chicago on 87th and Stony Island. They turned the old closed down grocery store into another grocery store. The guy that plays Stifler's in it, and C. Thomas Howell. The movie was originally called Quebec, and they changed it to Promotion. And C. Thomas Howell, they filmed the whole thing here in Chicago. I was right in the movie, and they cut me out. Cut me right out. Was I leaving? Or I just came back home. I might have been going to the airport. I was on my way to the airport, and I was going to Las Vegas. And they was filming that in 2006. And I think it was November. I was going to Vegas because Floyd was getting ready to train to fight Baltimore. So I had my bags and everything, and I was taking the bus. I had parked my car, and I was taking the bus to go to the airport. Because it's cheaper than parking your car at the airport. The train take you. I take the bus to the train. The train just take you straight inside the airport. So I was all good. Plus, at that time, I was still in the city. Did somebody tell you to remain quiet? Because you look real quiet, see, because you won't even look at Chris Rock. Did they tell you don't look at Chris? He was like, nah, I was just shy. I still can't get it how dude is looking at you, man. Like he is really salty you sitting over there with Chris. He been there all day. Did they sit y'all or did you beat him there to the seat or something? Cause dude is mad salty you sitting over there next to him. Look at him. He got in a shirt and tie and he still didn't get there. Did they sit y'all this way? No, it just happened. And I tell you, dude, big boy like security. He ain't moved yet.
Very patient. I mean, I've been in the chair for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, my sister be sitting in there doing all that stuff with her hair. And she don't even need it. That's the craziest stuff. My sister really don't need it. She got her hair come all the way down her back and she still want weave stuff put in her head. And braids. Nuts. Oh, that's your Pops right there? Pops like he just got off work. Pops don't like he was there for no movie at all. Pops look like I just got off work. I'm tired. I don't care who this dude is next to me. When can you get off so I can take you home? Who I gotta take home? Cause I'm tired. He's like, that's facts. And y'all don't know who that is because he looked at the camera like he was with Chris Rock. And dude still salty that he's on the end chair and not involved. Right in Harlem. So this is a barbershop / beauty shop. Is this shop still open? What's the name of the shop? In case people in Harlem want to go, I mean, you know, people who might visit, want to go visit the shop that had you sitting right next to Chris Rock in the movie Get Here. Oh, he forgot. Okay, I guess you don't frequent that. Pops must have broke up with her then. You don't remember the shop. Pop must have broke up with her then. He's like, Pops just broke up with her. Like, look, we don't know about that shop no more.
Black men have to become very, very patient. It's like jail.
And I remember it took a good 5 hours. It was a very intricate piece, and I was very particular. I don't like weaves, as you can see the tracks. I don't like weaves where it looks like weaves.
Raven Simone. That's so Raven. Now she's That's So Crazy. And these brothers make a fortune off hair. Brothers raking in all the money selling hair. Man, they could have put, all my people hit me up when they saw it. I bet you they did. I'm in Floyd Mayweather's video, the 24/7, the very first one to ever air on HBO. I'm in there for like less than 5/10 of a second. As soon I'm in there for 7/10 of a second, I got a million pictures with Floyd Mayweather I didn't put up. The moment they see this thing on HBO, hey man, you really do be with Floyd. I'm like, what? You've seen my MySpace pictures. How would you doubt it? Man, my dude, his face is so big, it's about to explode. The glasses about to break off his face. He might as well just go on and get corrective surgery. My man's so big, you can't even see his eyes if he smile. He gonna go completely blind if he smile. He might... Like, I'm waiting for them to film Black Panther 2. I'm right here. I can take off my shirt and join the Jabari tribe. But no, they getting paid off this hair thing.
60 to 70% of the business is the weave hair alone. The margin is 125, 150%. How much?
Look at that. Just the weave hair alone. That package is bringing them in, and it's coming from India. They pay these Indian women over there to cut their hair and go bald. This movie here was outstanding. It gave you the whole understanding of how this business here. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Yes, did you know that they apologized for that, Mr. Kennedy? You didn't see that one, did you? Try going back on the timeline and watching the very next video they do. I addressed that anyway in a video. Then they came out and made another video apologizing for what they said because someone gave them false information. Well, first you could watch my reply to that, Mr. Kennedy, on my timeline. And then you can go watch their very next video they made and go right to the comment section where they pinned the comment in there apologizing for saying it. And they addressed it in that video when they was talking to some woman about who took the photo. They got fed bad information. And instead of checking with me, they embarrassed themselves by saying something crazy in a video. Now, like I tell you, everybody remembers the one statement. Nobody nobody ever remembers anything else. They only remember what somebody said so bad, but they don't never be there for the correction. Same thing. Tupac shot 2 cops. It was on all the front page. But when he got acquitted, it was all on page 13. It wasn't the cover of the story no more when the cops was guilty. I've been doing all kind of stuff up here. Today has been a crazy day dealing with CBS. Mr. Kennedy, this situation is exactly like that. When they made that statement, it was front page internet news because you and everybody else decided to come around and wouldn't let me ignore it. So I made a video addressing it. They saw the video and then they realized right away they had made a mistake. Well, see, that's the thing, Cephas. I never spoke on him and his father's situation because he had an open case. I was the only person who didn't. Everybody else went crazy talking about it. But I showed them respect. And this was what they did. I'm like, okay. But then they realized what they did was wrong. And I commend them for understanding. At least they had the guts to come out and say we were wrong, we had wrong information. Somebody told them that I said I worked for Death Row. All kind of craziness. You know, and that's the internet. That's people. People make up lies and put it in your mouth, and then they go. Oh, now Mr. Kennedy is trying to tell me how to do something. Mr. Kennedy, I'm the one who knows what he's talking about. If I don't know what I'm talking about, then why am I making a video? If I don't know how to do it. I know what I'm doing. Remember, you're the one that's behind. You the one that don't know that I made a reply video and they actually apologized for the situation. Yeah, I might have to go watch that video. I got another video you're gonna see tomorrow. It's gonna talk about the start of the hip hop baggy pants and the whole baggy era, which was in the 90s. How that came to be. Yes, I know about a lot. I never was a big, huge Chopped and Screwed fan, but that is definitely Houston's. And if anybody come out with something chopped and screwed, they gonna get slapped in the face for stealing it from them. Because that was theirs. That's Houston. I know people in Houston that can't even listen to nothing unless it's chopped and screwed. That's how they was. They couldn't deal with it. Yeah, because all that chopped and screwed they were on syrup. So when they on syrup and they syruped out and listening to Chopped and Screwed, that it fit. Because they all slowed up. And they love the beat. I cannot deal with Chopped and Screwed. So I like it might have one or two songs that was all right, chopped and screwed. But man, my boy from Houston, are you kidding? Like, man, listen to that Scarface chopped and screwed though. And because when I first heard about Chopped and Screwed, I was thinking about that was the name of the group. Chopped and Screwed. I was like, all right, let's play some Chopped and Screwed. So I'm thinking that's the name of the group. And it's like a Scarface song. Front, back, side to side. Ready to die for more. I'm like, well, that's Scarface. I'm like, I can't deal with this. Can't get jiggy with that. The way we kick it on the other side of the law. You gotta understand, when you got people that's from other places, that's how you start to learn about culture and how other people do things. And you know, you Midwest, like we like, wait a minute, we don't do none of this. But when we had house music and people looking like, what's that? Get the hoe, get the oh. Yeah, they had people like, this is like a mixed up mix. It's time for the perk, like, it's time for the perk, like. Almost all the rappers dropped out of school. Now, a lot of people think because people dropped out of school mean they were dumb. Nas was surrounded by a bunch of street dudes, but he read a lot of books. He was eclectic. He wasn't dumb. He could have passed high school. I mean, look what they'll pass you in high school anyway. His father believed the educational system was failing these newer generation of kids. And he was like, this is not a nurturing school system. As you see now, the school systems, they don't have any music classes. No really development of, like, they used to have drama, you used to have all these things, and there used to be bands like back in the 70s and the 80s. They used to have the music in there. You had your music class. They teach you music. Yeah, you can't pray in school. They have no real programs in the schools no more unless you go to a really good school. And then you get taught music and everything else, because us as blacks, we are naturally musicians. We understand compositions and without even reading music. Blacks know how to play instruments. It's natural with us. The beat of the drum, we go on the 2 and the 4, not the 1-3. That's just the way we are. It's in our system. So we're naturally on beat. We go 2-4. Rock and roll, rock music, and rock musicians, they go on 1 and 3, which is very weird, but that is their riffs, 1 and 3. Soul music, anything with feeling, the drum, the beat starts on 2 and 4. Okay, we got a troll. Well, I knew you were a troll when you showed up. He just decided, I'm just gonna troll. Hey, we got another $2 just because he was in the video. This is your moment of truth. I rate this out of 4 stars. I give it 3. I love Get Hair. It's very educational, and you learn about the business of hair. And I had a thick sister watching this with me. Oh my God. Woof. No troll. That's the first thing a troll says, ain't it? I'm not a troll. Sir, you are the ever definition of a troll. What was your first statement on here? And what was your last? You may be a troll. Someone answers your question with intelligence and says, instead of saying thank you, I'm going to check it out, you come with some more hate. You just might be a troll. Oh yeah, DeMar DeRozan, great regular season player, but just like Kevin No Love, now they suffer from depression or they got anxiety attacks. Me too, JD. I definitely appreciate Safari's work. You know, he went through a lot. You know, Nicki got a lot of power. So when they broke up and he was trying to come out and do his thing, you know, everybody's like, oh, he just hating on Nicki. I don't remember if Killmonger died in the comics. I really don't. That is a good question, but I can't even recall. They was talking about like Lupita might not be in the sequel. They have to see, because she's supposed to be in some other type of movie while they might be shooting that scene, and she's not in Infinity War. Like Marvel didn't bring her back for Infinity War, so she's gonna be living in Oakland, like overseeing everything in Oakland. Well, yeah, I want to see more of her. I don't want her going nowhere. We need more Lupita. Well, you never know. If the check is right, she's gonna be back. I think she got close to $1 million for her appearance. So That was what's up. You know,